So actually a few days ago, I had a closeout session, the final session with a client who she came into the session just brimming and smiling, right? And I was like, I know it's not just because it's the new year. I could just feel there's just this new energy in her. And she goes, Alexia, money is coming to me all over the place in unexpected ways in her new career path, which we had mapped out and helped her shift. And I share this story because when we first started working together, she felt like she just was almost going in circles, right? She was doing so much, she was doing everything the right way, but she just felt completely disconnected to what she was doing it all for. There was this feeling that she wasn't living up to her purpose. There was this feeling of complete just dissatisfaction. She wasn't dating at the time, and now she is, and actually she has someone she's really enjoying dating. And it's just this giant shift that has happened. And it was amazing to reflect back with her because there was a statement I had said to her just before we started working together, which was because she had listed to me all of the things that she had been doing and she didn't understand why it wasn't changing. She had done so much to try to change her money mindset. She had seen all these different counselors and support to figure out in her career exactly what she wanted. She just couldn't figure out why nothing was changing. And a key statement that I had said to her that she reminded me of, and I realized is the key to actually living a fierce life, is she said that when she listed this all out to me, I said, well, of course nothing is changing because you aren't changing. And this is such a key distinction because in a world to truly manifest the life you want, everything you want externally starts from you. It all starts from your identity, who you believe you are, and who you want to become. And that is a great guide to actually supporting you in making anything you want. Financial abundance, having those juicy relationships, living a life of purpose and a career that you actually wake up excited and enjoy instead of feeling like it's a never-ending Groundhog Day and you don't even really know why you're doing it. Or kind of feeling like you may be in the golden handcuffs of feeling like you're kind of just stuck to this job you don't like because of the money. Whatever is the story, if any of this relates, I just want you to know, first and foremost, you are so not alone. I first and foremost get you as someone who's experienced that feeling a lot myself. And that I have also now, the life I live today is so different and so much more rich, but not rich just financially, rich in all of the other ways. Health-wise, my health is completely different than it used to be. The partnership I have today, my now fiance, this relationship didn't happen just because I got lucky. This relationship happened because I did the inner work with myself to actually open myself up to being intimate in a really authentic way in partnership, which I had definitely not been in my past. And so I want to share with you a couple of just the quick steps and tips I'd recommend to really begin. So that way, if you're having any of these feelings right now, you know that you're not alone, as I said, and that there is a pathway that you can get out of those feelings, that you don't need to settle for a life that doesn't light you up. And more than that, you're not here to settle for a life that doesn't light you up. I don't want you to sit at the end of your life and look back and go, wow, I wish I had showed up more. I wished that I had been more present in my life. I want you at that moment, as interestingly and almost gory as that may sound, I want you to look back and just smile with that inner peace, knowing that you lived fully and that you committed and that you lived a fierce life. So the first key to this is you have to be radically honest about what's not working. Like, what in your life is not working today, right? Because when I look back at myself as an example, I remember I had every external metric of success. I had the job in San Francisco. I was working in Silicon Valley for a really cool tech company. I was doing well in the job. I had a great group of friends. But the real reality was I felt deeply unfulfilled. I just did not feel that everything that everyone else had told me was success actually in truth felt aligned with me. And that led me to have to look into, the truth of it all, which was I was completely disconnected to my own sense of passion. I had no direction actually as to what is my purpose. I was really looking around for other people to give me guidance all the time on what I should do. And I want to share with you that wherever you're at right now, in any part of your life, maybe it's a full life revamp or you're feeling like kind of a lot of the areas are not working out, or maybe one area, maybe in your health, you really feel like you're just not rocking it the way you'd like to, and you want to manifest to actually feel different in your physical body. I just really recommend first doing that inventory of honoring and getting radically honest. A huge shift for me was I had to look at the specific fears that were programmed in my body that I was naturally likely to fall into. So as an example, I was naturally really good at being a yes girl because I was really good at just constantly making everyone else happy. That's why my whole trajectory had almost been a never-ending story of making sure that what everyone else told me was the right path forward is what I did. The problem is, right, I was so afraid of actually losing control, and I was so attached to what other people thought of me that it actually was what made me feel consistently dim. It made me feel consistently like I wasn't showing up to live my life fully. And so I want you just to, if any of that resonates as well, I highly recommend checking out our free fun quiz, the What's Your Number One Success Saboteur quiz, which is in the description box below, which is just a really empowering way to just first see a role, or in many ways there's multiple roles that we play that can actually keep you from really seeing what it is you truly desire and want. Because once you do that work, the inner work, as I saw with myself, the more I've built a lot of self-awareness around what fears I was naturally likely to fall into and those roles, then I was able to set myself free. And I've now seen with clients too, just the ways this just opens up, as we saw with that client I mentioned in the beginning. Then when I did that work and connected back to my heart, that's when I started to really get radically honest about what I actually want. So this was the same thing that helped me finally realize I wanted to be an entrepreneur. After so much of this constant inner kind of battle I had of, okay, maybe if I just do this in the company, maybe if I just get this next raise, then I'll enjoy this journey of being here and working here. When everything inside of me was screaming, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be my own boss. I want to live a location-independent lifestyle. And that was all very clear after I was able to see what the fears were actually trying to tell me that I cared about. Then from that place, you're able to then tap into starting to see the bigger scope of where you want to go. Once you figure out what it is you actually care about, that's where we can actually give you the ability to vision, to take action steps towards making oftentimes very courageous decisions, being able to really choose yourself time and time again when maybe people in your life don't quite understand. And more than anything, it's in those moments when you actually get to look at your life and you get to wake up in the morning and start knowing that you are living a life that's actually aligned with your purpose. And I genuinely believe that at the core of what we all desire is we all want to know that we matter. We want to know that we live a life that matters. We don't want to just go and live a life where every single day we're on autopilot and, there goes another day. I'm just waiting for Sunday and then I'll be, I used to always make a joke. A big radical choice I made was I realized that when I was living that very autopilot life, when I was living that life based on the terms of everyone else, that when I would be eating breakfast, the highlight of my day was thinking about what I would make for dinner. Right? I was like, I almost just wanted to forget about the whole middle part of my day because it was I lived for the morning and the evening, or for many people, we live for the weekends, right? It was almost like I just needed to get through my week so I could get to the weekend. And how sad is that when we have 5 days that are weekdays and 2 days that are weekends for many people? And more than anything, when really, if you get radically honest and live a fierce life, you get to be fueled by your passion for purpose, and you get to choose a career that really aligns with you, that lights you up, that makes you feel fully present and juicy and alive in all the ways. And all the other areas, your health, your relationships, everything else changes because you make the conscious decision to start with what you truly can work with and truly can control, which is yourself. And so if any of this resonates, I would recommend the first step, the very first step is right now to go take the quiz. Again, it's in the description box below, so you can very quickly get the support and the guidance that will support you in actually knowing what is your number one success saboteur that's currently playing out, and how you can start to break free from playing that and start to see what it is that you truly care about, that success saboteur is highlighting that you care about. And also, I would love for you to share with me in the description box below what it is you want to manifest, like what it is you want in your life. And if you don't have any idea at this very moment, maybe even just specify that, like, I just know I want something different. And anyone, I know I will definitely understand that feeling, so please don't feel like you're alone in that. And more than anything, I hope that you have a fierce day and feel empowered to take action, because you, my friend, matter.